First of all, in order to get to the full planche hold, which is the final step, you will mainly have to go through a total of 7 progressions. At 0%, which can also be considered as the requirements for the planche training, I would recommend you first be able to do at least 10 reps of push-ups and dips, outside hold for a minimum of 7 seconds, and the pull-ups for 10 reps with the correct form. Since the planche will require a lot of your arms, shoulders, and also your core strength, you will need to make sure that you are not lacking the basics in order to make progress faster. Next up, at the 10% milestone, we will have the planche lean hold and the pseudo push-up. These two exercises will focus more on building your planche strength and allow you to know what and how holding the planche will be like. The planche lean hold and the pseudo push-up will also be the fundamental exercises for the planche, which means that they will stick with you throughout your whole planche journey until you can do the full planche hold. At 25%, we will now get more into the planche and unlock the tuck planche hold. This will be the starting point of our workout, because to fully push your legs out, you will need to work with the easy step first, which is the tuck planche, and then you will slowly push them out by progressing through each milestone. This will also lead us to the next one, and now you will try to push your legs to a 90-degree angle like this, and we'll have the advanced tuck planche at 50%. For fifth progression, which will now be 75%, we will have the one leg planche hold. And then at 85%, you will be able to unlock the straddle planche. By mastering all of these steps, you will now have enough strength to start your training for the full planche. However, what are the exact exercises that you should do to accomplish all of the previous progressions and finally to unlock the full planche? For that, I will share with you guys in the third and final part of this video, because even if you know all of the exercises but not the correct way and technique to execute them, you won't be able to make progress faster or even injure your body and muscles. So before we get into the planche exercises, here are some training tips that you should follow to make your workout become a lot more effective. First of all, to avoid serious injuries, warming up will always be a must. You can go for any exercise that can fire up your body and muscles so you can get into the workout more comfortably. There's only one thing that you should focus on the most, which is to warm up your wrist and hand carefully, because when you're holding in the planche position, they will bear your entire body weight. Next up is to rotate your hands to a 45-degree angle, and you will follow this step every time you train for the planche. The reason is that mostly all of the planche exercises will require you to lean forward a lot, because by only doing that, you can lift your body off the ground and get into the planche hold. Therefore, by rotating your hands outward a bit, they will have much more room to lean forward, and you can also reduce the chance of getting injured. The next thing that I would suggest you do is to push your back all the way up and lock your arms straight when holding the planche. By doing the planche with this way, you will be able to hold it with much more control and also with a better form. The goal is to maintain in that position for as long as possible, because at first, you might slowly lose your form during the hold, but as you train consistently and gain more of your strength, you will be able to maintain the correct form longer and longer. You can also warm up with the scalpel push-up, so it will support you in getting into the protracted more easily. As for locking your arms straight, try to rotate your arms outward like this, and you will be able to prevent them from bending when holding the planche. After keeping in mind all of these steps, here are the exercises that I would recommend you do to unlock all of the planche progressions. First of all, to unlock the tuck planche, you will first need to get comfortable with training the planche fundamentals. Once you can do the planche lean hold for 15 seconds and the pseudo push-up for 10 reps, you will now train with the tuck planche pumps, which will be the movement that focuses on unlocking the tuck planche the most. Since the planche is a static exercise, the only way to make progress is you will have to do it as much as possible until your body gets used to it. Therefore, the tuck planche pumps is the first exercise that you can do to get your body to understand what doing the tuck planche is like. And once you can do it for at least 7 seconds, you will continue your progress by training for the advanced tuck planche. For this step, there won't be any specific exercise that you have to do, because to unlock the advanced tuck, you will have to continue building your strength with the planche fundamentals and increase your hold duration of the tuck planche. However, as I've mentioned above, you will have to allow your body to get used to doing the skill in order to make progress. So here's how I usually train the planche to unlock new progressions and build my strength at the same time. The first exercise that I would do at the start of the workout is to go straight for the new progression. So for example, right now we're training for the advanced dog, so I would hold it for as long as I can, and it doesn't matter if I can only do it for 1 or 2 seconds. This is also the reason why we will do this exercise at the beginning of the workout, because that is when we will have a full strength to train for the new movement. After you train with it for around 3 to 5 sets or until you can't do it anymore, you will now continue to train with the tuck planche, planche lean hold, and the pseudo push-up. This is the workout routine that I followed when I was training for the full planche, so you can also apply it to the upcoming progressions such as the one leg, but now instead of following up with the tuck planche, you will change to the advanced tuck and so on. After you can do the advanced tuck for 7 seconds with the correct form, you will have 2 choices for the next step. So you can either choose to train for the one leg, the straddle planche, or even both, and it is totally up to you. The reason is that if you can just do one of the 2 exercises, you can start your training for the full planche right away. During my planche workout, I trained with both the one leg and the straddle planche. However, for me, it felt really uncomfortable to do the straddle planche, so I focused more on the one leg progression. On the other hand, a lot of people that I train with said that they don't like the one leg planche because it is uneven when you're training with only one leg, and they would progress through the straddle and then go straight for the full planche. This leads me to the conclusion that you don't have to train for both of the progressions in order to do the full planche. Since the exercise that helped me unlock the full planche the most was actually just doing it as much as I could at the start of the workout. The one leg and the straddle planche will only build more of your strength so you can start your training for the full planche. However, this doesn't mean that these 2 progressions are not important and you can only train with one of them. What I would suggest you do is to try out both the one leg and the straddle planche so you can reach an opinion of your own. I've also made a playlist sharing my tutorial on how to do the tuck planche all the way to the full planche, so make sure you check it out after this video. So the planche has always been the main goal that I try to achieve since the beginning of my calisthenics journey, and I can say that it is not going to be an easy skill to do. Especially when each of us has different physiques, some of you might be able to do it very fast and some, like me, will take a few years just to unlock the full planche. However, I'm sure that the result will always be the same if you keep on moving forward and follow your training consistently. If you find this video helpful, then a like and subscribe would be super appreciated. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, stay workout, and we'll see you in the next one.